much more to developing a positive method of living than having the right words in front of you. People will get this book, the Urantia book, in their hands, right? And it makes so much sense. It helps them improve the way they perceive their place in God's creation. And then they get struck by another bout of loneliness or self-deprecation, and they wonder why they haven't been fixed yet. People aren't ready-made bicycles that just occasionally need the chain put back on. People are children, developing universal children, and there are a lot of needs that we have for our development. One of those needs is that of real, positive human interaction. People are designed in such a way that it is not enough to have inspirational words. We need to have companionship as well. I have 2 kids, and so we have a lot of little kiddos coming and going from our house, one of whom, a 6-year-old, is just really hard on himself. I once found him wailing in the kitchen, repeating over and over, "I can't do it, I can't do it." Having just been in the room where the kids were playing, I couldn't figure out what would have set him off in such a way. He just seemed to be referring to life in general. I can't do it. I get it. I've felt that way. I knew that as his comforter, I couldn't just say something nice and turn his mood around. So I sent him on a bike ride around the block, hoping that some quiet exercise outdoors would at least calm him down. And while he was gone, I thought about the Apostle Thomas. Thomas had some very bad days. He was blue and downcast at times. Sometimes Thomas would get permission from Andrew to go off by himself for a day or 2, but he soon learned that such a course was not wise. He early found that it was best, when he was downhearted, to stick close to his work and to remain near his associates. I love this quote because it offers not religious advice, but something closer to psychological advice that is echoed repeatedly as psychologists draw links between social isolation and depression. I kind of like it when the Urantia book offers a solution that isn't specifically religious in nature. It doesn't say that he would suddenly feel better after praying for an hour or finding a nugget of truth in a book. Instead, he had to go out and be with people. So much of what the authors of the Urantia book want to teach us is that balance is important. Balance our time that we put into maintaining our spiritual, social, and physical needs. Balance our approach to solving life's problems with spiritual, social, and physical solutions. Sometimes, as much as we may feel pulled by our depressed minds to isolate ourselves, what we need most are people. Gentle companionship. Back in my kitchen, I opened the door for that 6-year-old boy who came back no longer crying, but still feeling hopeless. And I thought to myself, okay, he's not wailing, I can work with this. So I sent him back to his friends, instructing them to be gentle and kind around him. I'll be honest, I've been prone to these same sorts of moods. I can 100% relate to what Thomas would go through, and the little guy for that matter. Grown-ups aren't that different from the little guys. I remember one particular time that stands out because it had been a long time since I had felt so depressed. As I lay in bed, the only positive thing that I could do was repeat over and over to myself that God loved me and God had a place for me in the universe. And after I let the divine parent's affection soak in, I mustered the courage to stand up and go downstairs and recover amid the gentle companionship of others. God is our divine parent, our close, compassionate parent who will blanket the faithful in loving warmth. You can take it in, letting God's love permeate through your soul. But people are social creatures. Thomas didn't recover in isolation. The boy in my home didn't recover in isolation, and neither do we. We need the companionship of people.